Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل السافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. That Allah says, surely I have created human beings in the best of molds, the best of stature, the best of, you know, uh, as a created being, the best form. And that's not just the material form, okay? ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَهُ أَسْفَلَ السَّافِلِينَ. But after that, Allah says that I debase them to the lowest of low. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Except for those who have faith, a proper faith, okay, amanu. And amanu also implies not just faith, but responsibility, okay? And so connected to amanu, wa amilu as-salihat, okay? And these have to go together, okay? Um, those people who work and strive and make effort um, to do what is right, what is righteous, what is correct, what is proper, and to build what is proper. And so, I mean, having been here in the community for 30 years, all right, uh, I think that we, we've spent so many years, okay, focusing on ibadah and akhlaq, on worship and character, and have left out, you know, things that I think are equally important, okay? And honestly, one of those is just like functional intelligence, okay? And Islam is not being taught that way. I mean, I've been here for 30 years. I know the programs, all right? And it actually is something that, quite honestly, I mean, I had to just like embark on my own education to develop a functional intelligence because it's not taught. It's not coming out of our institutions. It's not coming out of our imams. It's not coming from our masajid, and I mean even people that I have so much respect for, um, and with very good programs, even like online classes, Islamiyat classes, but their methodology does not lead to an Islamic intelligence. Okay, and so this is very serious. That because this current series of discussions, I'm talking about how do we resolve our dysfunctions in the Muslim community. And our dysfunctions are serious. Okay, we I don't want anybody to be like nonchalant and disconcerted, because I've heard even imams say, "Oh yeah, we have many shortcomings." Okay, okay, that's a really soft word to use. Okay, when your community loses 90% of its converts, okay, you're failing. All right, that's Islamic failure. Okay, losing. You're killing the future of Islam. All right, and such a problem, you're going to confront that Yom Al Qiyamah, and it's going to be serious because Yom Al Qiyamah is serious. All right, when your community loses 90% of the youth, when you have no leadership council, your masajid are set up in such a way that most people don't even want to deal with it, and so you find uh, people giving up on the masajid. And honestly, I mean, some of the best people in the community. Okay, people, activists, those of us who are developing, serious programs, serious projects and solutions, and we have to just say bye bye to the masajid because the ignorance and the bureaucracy in the way that they have been set up. I mean, you go through months of meetings with people who don't really have any like functional IQ, and I don't mean to be insulting. Okay, I really don't, but I do mean to be real. All right, because this is Islam, and this is Islam in America, and I'm an American Muslim, and this is very serious to me. All right, so in examining our, these are very serious problems. Another very serious problem, and I've got another video on this, and we need to get together and talk about this. All right, is that the 2 decades of Islamophobia movement and Islamophobia propaganda, well funded and well organized propaganda. And I know Muslims have like tried to kind of answer it in various ways, but eh, you know, the thing is that what I think Muslims haven't clued into, okay, is that Islamophobia then can become a part of an even bigger movement, okay, of right wing extremism and actual fascism, all right? And in another video, I talk about, okay, who are the scholars um, who have been warning about actual fascism, the rising fascism, okay? It's there, it's evident, okay? It is happening, all right? Um, and what do Muslims have? No media, no organization, you know, and I mean, even honestly, like most Muslims don't have, the education, politically, economically, sociologically, historical education to even understand fascism. And I mean, we're the ones who are going to be dying if it breaks out. So, yeah, I mean, we're just leaving out a whole lot in our community. And that's a very serious danger. So, I mean, we have multiple emergencies. Okay, emergency. I mean, please wake up. Hello, ding, ding, ding. All right. When your community loses 90% of its converts and youth, you, my dear brother, my dear sister, okay, are a part of the problem. Okay, because you are a member of the community that is failing Islam. And in fiqh, the idea of the fard al-kifaya is, and all of the imams, all of the scholars in Islam's history will say, my dear brother, my dear sister, this is going to fall on your head Yom al-Qiyamah. You can ignore it today if you want. You can ignore it until you fall in your grave, but it's going to be slammed right in your face Yom al-Qiyamah. Okay? And I would say that that's an emergency. Okay? And I'm sorry, but you need to wake up to the emergency that your Islam is in. Okay? Because you're a failure. All right? And then to understand, in Aqidah and in the Quran and in the Sunnah, the things that Rasulullah has said, the things that Allah has warned us about, is that when we fail Islamically, then it becomes more likely or likely then that Allah Himself, that Allah is against us. Okay, And then when we look at the Muslim world, and I've like written an article on this, I went through all the Muslim countries, and you've got 26 Muslim countries in a state of one form of devastation or another. Okay, so please, look in the mirror and just ask yourself, okay, do you think Allah is your friend right now? When you're such, I'm sorry, but our community is an Islamic failure and failing at very serious objectives. And then the clear hadith that Rasulullah SAW mentioned of when there would be so many Muslims, but Allah has turned humanity against the Muslims to kill the Muslims. It's because you failed Islamically. Okay, please wake up. All right. It's not, we need to get past this, happy Muslim, thing and get serious about deen. Okay, Islam is serious. Okay, Yom Al is serious. Allah created human beings for serious reasons. Okay, so I'm going to cut off here and pick up later, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.